Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is the Lady of the Throne, where God dwells within me as me, and I am here today with your February 2024 Love, Life, and Spirituality general reading for February. So, guys, I had the hardest time trying to record your reading, and I think, is Mercury retrograde now or coming up, or I don't know if you guys know when that is, but drop a comment down below if you do. Right now, this is being recorded ahead of time, so it's like a future prediction. So that just made me feel like some of you may have some type of communication issues come up in the month of February that you need to pay attention to, or something about technology coming up that you need to focus on or pay attention to. This energy right here is also about the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces. This is the cusp that I like to call the cusp of hidden information. You guys you already know how you are. Very mysterious, very intuitive and psychic. You have a lot of information inside of you. Aquarius is also a storehouse of information too, but it's more like information that they seek on their journeys, they find, and they put it together and create something really innovative and sharp with it. So you put you two together and it's pure magic. So this type of energy is really good for a career and things like that. Now, overall for February, Pisces, I feel like you guys are really going to be encouraging peace, resilience, and strength into yourself and into others in your outer world. I feel like you're really going to be an advocate for these things. A lot of you are going to be constantly rewarded out loud for doing this for you, first of all. Being strong through a situation, or fighting through a situation, or wanting peace on all sides and with all people in all situations. You're definitely quite idealistic in the month of February, and this actually is your key to success. And I don't think a lot of you guys knew that, but you being idealistic, where you wish for good things in the world and for people to do the right things. Also, if you recognize other people for good things that they do in the world, then I think that too is going to be praised, because I think that you guys are being exalted in your community or by a lot of people, because a lot of people are going to be warmed by so much that you are giving to them or saying. People are just like, you know what, that was quite endearing. I really love what the Pisces said. People really do see you for who you are, and they get along really well with you in the month of February, okay? And I think that people are also realizing that if there is any type of system in place, you are the person who can break it down, or if there's a code to be cracked, you are the one who can crack the code. You are very, very good about being this mastermind. You and Aquarius are really going to be in a fiercely strong energy in February. Your energy is at its ultimate highest in 2024. It's at its ultimate highest. Like these next 2 months for you guys, you're at an all-time high. Definitely. A lot of you are good at manipulation. Some of you are, but this could be just being here in February, because Aquarians are manipulators. They're really good at it. But I think that for you being a Pisces, you feel more, or sometimes you feel too much to manipulate things. But this is going to be your superpower when dealing with the Aquarius energy. And it's not about people being a Pisces or Aquarius. This is not really about people. This is an energy, because the people under the sign come from an energy. So this is the Aquarius and Pisces sign energy. So like, this is gonna be good if you are manipulating a situation for a greater good, a greater purpose. I think that this is a purpose that cannot be seen, but instead is being cultivated for a divine reason in a time like this, okay? There's something big that you are doing, and I think that you're making it work for you, and then in turn it works for everyone else. That's what I mean by that. You're making something work for you, or you are doing something that works for you, but other people's going to be affected by it. Okay, it's something for the greater good, something that you do not see is happening. You're taking a very insightful approach to a situation at hand that you may be having to deal with in February. People feel like you look at the situation through eyes of a very wise soul, or through the eyes of an old soul. People feel like you are looking at a situation with so much insight, intuition, dynamic reverence, and a whole lot of strength, a whole lot of peace, the way you handle something. And this is calling for an applause for you. Like, people are actually going to be really, really happy about something involving you, or people are just impressed because something is making you seem like a very creative, standout person. And especially for those of you who are creative people, nobody's ever seen something done before until you showed up and did it, or until you said it. You are coming out with some new wave of energy that people never saw. I'm telling you, these people never saw this before. People never saw this before, or they never saw you acting like this before. But there is something very flexible about your energy. You don't just cater to one person or one group of people. Like, let me use an example. If you're Caucasian, you're not just a Caucasian for Caucasians. You're a Caucasian that's for like everybody. Or you don't see color. You're not racist. You're not prejudiced. Or if you are like, or if you're in some type of leadership position, you don't believe in discrimination. You believe that everyone's equals. Even if you are a person with a position of power, or you're over people, like you manage some people, or you have your own business or whatever, everyone's on your level. You don't make people feel uncomfortable. And I think that that's going to be the side of you in February that's really going to be shining the most, because you're going to show up as someone who is not just a leader, but also you're teachable. Like, you are open to other people's ways of seeing things, other people's ideas, other people's life, other people's background, their ethnicity, and their ways. Like, I think you're going to shock people at the fact that you're not like everyone else of your race. Like, if you know that there's a lot of racist white people out here, for example, you're not going to be that racist white person that treats someone bad just because of their skin color. Like, something that you're doing is letting people know, hey, I'm from you, but I'm not with you. Like, I'm not like that, right? You're very open, you're very loving, and you're very adaptable, and you're adapting to something without compromising what's important to you. It's like, you're not going to compromise and be like everyone else wants you to be just because you belong to a certain community, a certain group, a certain thing. I think that because when you become too rigid, you lose access to your own growth and your own untapped potential. You'll find yourself in an us versus them scenario, and you don't want to feel like that. You don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. I think that is something you're going to be doing in your workplace or your family or in any other type of situation where you don't want people to feel excluded anymore. You want people, and I don't think you ever wanted to make people feel like that. I just think people just felt like that about something. But you don't want to do that. And I don't think it's about being lame, like how some white people may show up. And I'm really just using this as an example. I'm really not trying to pick on Caucasians, because I do like Caucasians. I'm not trying to say anything bad, but I'm using it as an example how some Caucasians would, try to be hip or cool around like a group of black people. Like, what's up, dog? Something like that. But I I don't think that you're going to be going overboard with this. I don't think that you're going to be trying to blend in with the people in order for you to teach the people, well, like help the people and inspire this peace and resilience and strength in these people. You're not going to be like phony with it. You're going to be very authentic with trying to just like help out, but not in like a lame way. You're just being so real. Seeing these people or seeing this, whoever, whatever it is, it's not even about race. It could be about people of different social class. Like you make more money than people under you or whatever. You just don't want people to feel uncomfortable. That's going to be like your main focus a lot in February, not making people feel uncomfortable in your position that you hold. You're going to be loosening up more, opening up your mind more and your heart, because you're going to realize that if you are too rigid, nobody wins. It's always going to be a fight. It's always going to be bickering. It's always going to be a war in a situation if you don't change. So you're bringing in mediation. You're bringing in the spirit of mediation to your environment, your workplace and stuff in February. And I think what's going to help you is the carnelian stone. You need to get one if you don't have one. This is great for any leaders or any people in positions of power or in positions of influence. Let's just say that. Let's just scratch out power. Let's say influence. Because a lot of you guys are going to need the strength. Okay? You are going to need the vitality. You're going to need all of these things to really be more brave and be more courageous for what you say, what you do, and who you are. If you have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your birth chart, in either your sun, moon, rising, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, or your 11th house, 9th house, 10th house, first or second house, fire sign energy in any one of those places, this is definitely your read, and you need to, take advantage of the messages you're receiving, because this is about also having courage with speaking in public, being more creative in your expression as well. All of these things are going to help your career. Every point that was made, here's your major keys, Pisces. Listen to these words, because this is going to help you. And this is going to be good for you in February. Peace, resilience, strength, bravery, courage, creativity, and most important, flexibility. All right? And I feel like it's really good, as it's going to be good showmanship as a leader. Thank you guys. God bless.